Right. So, how did No Way Jose come around?
Well, that is the most beautiful history of my life. You made me back many, many, many years ago. I am 55. I was 17 years old when I moved to Cancun. That name started in Cancun. So I've been working in a kitchen as a was dishes for a few months, but I don't have money to live well. Washing dishes not make money.
Right.
And I was just 16 years, 17 years old when I decided to wait tables, but my English was so bad. I don't know, not even, not even what yes means. So one day, walking on the street, looking for a waiter restaurant to be a waiter to make a little more money, I was walking by the street called Avenida Tulum, the Tulum Avenue, which is the main street of Cancun. I passed by a restaurant. Outside of the restaurant was a sign, and the sign say, "We need waiters." So that's what I say. This is my chance to be a waiter. And I walk in and talk with the owner. I introduce myself and I say, "My name is Jose Alfredo, and I am a waiter." So remember, Mr. Felipe Miranda, that was the name, passed away too. Nice guy. He helped me a lot. And this is the hard part of my life because when I talked to him, he asked me, "Are you a waiter?" And when you are 17 years old, everything easy. And say, "Yes, I am the best waiter." Never in my life wait tables. I was dishes, but never wait tables. Never serve people. But I was very young and say, "Yes, I am a waiter." So he say, "How old are you?" And say, "I'm 17 years old and I'm the best waiter." He say, "You speak English?" And say, "Yes, I speak English," which wasn't true. I'm not speaking English, but I need a job.
Yeah.
So he say, "I like your attitude, so you want to be my waiters? Come back at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but you have to wearing black shoes, black pants, and white
Shirt.
shirt." What I don't have any. I don't have it. So what I did, very happy because I will be a waiter. I walk all over to my neighborhood and knock the door, and I ask them if somebody has some shoes who doesn't use some pants and white shirt. And people were so kind, but I remember my neighbor downstairs, that the place I used to live, he gave me a big shoes, so big shoes, but they was black,
Uh-huh.
so enough for work.
Yeah.
And some other give me the black pants, a little short pants. I wore it like a clown, but I was 17 years old, and I was so happy. I'm very happy to be a waiter. So I find a white chair, and I got to the place. And when I got to the place at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, the owner, Mr. Felipe Miranda, he take a look at me like, "What's going on with this guy?" You know? He's walking and he say, "Are you ready?" And say, "Yes, I am ready." That was December. Cancun was so popular, but small still.
Yeah.
So he say, "Okay, Jose Alfredo, you're gonna wait. Your table is from this table all the way up to that table." He never tell me what number of tables. He say, "From here to there and over there. Can you do it?" And say, "Yes." Piece of cake for me. I'm the best waiter. I will never forget that because that happens, made me growing, made me cry and made me learn. At the about 6 in the afternoon, the place start to be busy, so crowd. People come in, but I don't understand English. People order beer, and I say what beer means. They order steaks or fish or chicken. Really don't understand. So what I did, I take the menu, and with my finger, I talk to people. Tell me what you want with your finger. They show me with the finger. That way, I got the order. You know. But late about 7, that was kind of dark. Somebody ordered banana faster, banana flambe. I did never in my whole life see banana flambe. The guy was a black guy, American football player, and the first mistake I did, he ordered a beef, and I served a chicken. And when the dish coming to the table, he was already mad to me. And then he ordered something to drink, and when I bring, the guy stand up, and he screamed to me, "No way, Jose!" That's what he said. And I'm scaring because he was big and he was mad to me.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, his wife was American, Mexican American. She speaks Spanish. And the lady said, "You know what, Jose? Walk away from my husband. He's mad to you because he doesn't order what you serve, and he's mad. Please go away." And say, "Well, but I'm Jose. I'm no way." Wait in Espanol means dumb or stupid. And when he say, "No way, Jose," and say, "Yes, I'm Jose. I'm no way.
No way.
I'm very smart." So somebody ordered a banana faster, and I put the things on fire, and people still ordered other things, so I forget the fire to cook the bananas. So when I come back to cook the bananas, the thing was already rare, on fire. And say, "Well, I am no way. I'm no way, Jose. I'm so smart, so I'm going to make the bananas so fast." So what I did, I turned the sugar first, then the bananas, and then the brandy and Kahlua with the thing was on fire, and the fire the higher was
Oh my gosh.
the palapa.
Oh my gosh.
And the palapa was decorated with piñatas. That's why I got piñatas in my restaurant.
Hanging on the restaurant, yeah.
So I just remember a sound like a and everybody started to run out of the restaurant because the piñatas get on fire. That was funny, but that was sad
Oh,
to me.
that's tragic, yeah.
Yeah, because when I see myself, I was already outside on the street. People pushed me all the way with the bananas in my hand, and the restaurant started to be on fire.
Oh my gosh.
Actually, the restaurant fired completely.
No way, it burned? It
Yeah,
burned down?
completely.
Oh my gosh.
So what I did, I'm just left that things on the street, and I run like a rabbit for hours because I'm used to live like 2 hours away from town.
Yeah.
I never stop. Never stop.
Oh my gosh.
17 years old, when I came to my house, I'm open my room. I'm used to live in a little room. The room only have a bathroom, one bed, and a little window. For 3 days, I've been in there scaring and with no food, with no money, no even water. Wow. And then the third day, I say, I got to do something. I want food. I need to eat.
Yeah.
So what I did, I wore my sandals, my short, my T-shirt, my hat, and sunglasses. And I'm started to walk back to the beach where the people is. And I'm started to sing to the people for money,
Uh-huh.
I remember there was a big group of people, American people, taking the sun and having a good time on the beach. I'm started to sing the song called Bésame Mucho. You know that song?
Yes, of course.
And when I was, Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Somebody stand up and say, no way, Jose. That was the black guy, the guy who get mad that night when I burned.
When you burned down
When I
the
burned
restaurant.
the restaurant. And when I see the guy, I'm started to shaking.
Wow,
like
sure, of course you
scaring.
did, yeah.
And I started to cry. And the lady stand up and she say, Jose, don't cry. We want to take you to the police because I say, please help me. I don't want to be in the jail. I just want to eat something. That's what I think. And she was so kind and she say, and the guy walked to me and he hugged me. He gave me a hug and he say, no worry, Jose. We won't talk to nobody. Actually, you did the best bananas flambe ever in my whole life.
Oh, wow.
The good things about when the restaurant get burned, nobody hurts. Nobody die, nobody be hurt. Because there was a cone open all around so people can walk out
Yeah.
and everybody's safe. So that day, I've been singing for this couple and we got friends. All day long, maybe from noon till 6 in the afternoon, I've been talking with them. They give me hamburgers and a couple of beers or pop. But at the end of the night, that guy told me, I'm going to come back next year and I want to talk in English with you. So they give me $100 cash for the school. I will never forget because that $100 being to pay my rent for one more month and to go to the school to learn how to speak English. That's how the name come, but and say, but you don't know if I will be, I don't know if I will be in Cancun. How do you gonna do to find me each other again? And he say, I will find you anyway. And say, you know what? I got a better idea. Next time you come to Mexico, no matter where, looking for a restaurant, and the restaurant we call No Way Jose, because that was the first time in my whole life I heard No Way Jose. And I don't really know if that word was positive or negative, but for me it was so positive. That's how the name is. So that's the first part of the history because then about a year after, I've been a waiter already and speak better English. And one day, when I traveling from Cancun to Oaxaca, I find the owner of that restaurant, the one I burned. And we've been sitting in a dinner restaurant, I as a customer, and the guy take a look at me. He want to recognize me. He say, I know you. And I say, yes, I know him. So we invite a drink each other just to know if we know each other. And when we talking, he asked me, I know you from somewhere. And say, where? I live in Cancun. And he say, what are you doing for living? Say, I am a waiter. I've been working for a hotel. Hyatt Regency, that was the name of the restaurant I've been working. And he say, oh, that's good, you are a waiter. I want to invite you to work for me. And say, where? He say, well, I'm just open my restaurant again. And say, what you mean again? Yes, he say, because couple of years ago, one waiter burned my restaurant. So was me. That's why not each other. And I don't know if I'm start to shaking again because he was so kind and I was very friendly. We both have a good time together. And I don't know if I want to talk him the truth, who I am.
Yeah.
At the end of the night, I say, Mr. Felipe, you are so kind and so nice. I want to tell you who I am. I am the one who's burned your restaurant a couple years ago. When I come, you give me the job. And I did the bananas flambe. And he cried. He been crying. And he say, you will never work with me but I want you to be my best friend for the rest of my life because you tell me the truth and you're a nice person. So when I back to Cancun, Mr. Felipe and me, we've been friends for a long time. I'm used to sing at the restaurant.
Bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo que tenerte y perderte Bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo de tenerte y perderte después. Quiero mirarme en tus ojos, tenerte muy cerca, siempre junto a mí. Piensa que tal vez mañana voy a estar lejos, muy lejos de aquí. Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo de tenerte y perderte después. Salud. Quiero mirarme en tus ojos, tenerte muy cerca, siempre junto a mí. Piensa que tal vez mañana voy a estar lejos, muy lejos de aquí. Bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo de tenerte y perderte después. Thank you very much. Give it up for Jose.
It's one of the places that we have the most fun, actually.
Singer, not anymore. I got problems. I talk about 35 years ago,
Uh-huh.
right? So that's how the name of No Way Jose come.
Wow.
I have a very good remembrance. My life wasn't easy as much of Mexican people. I growing by myself from 16 years old till now. I never come back to my family. I love my family. They come and I go visit them, but never come back to my family. I did my life myself.
Excellent.
So that's how the name of No Way Jose come.
Wow, that's a great story. That is a freaking crazy story,
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
to tell you. Has he ever been to your restaurant?
Well, they never came yet, but for that 35 years, every restaurant I work, I talk my people, my customers. One day you have to come and you will find a restaurant called No Way Jose. From the last 11 years, lots of people come to the restaurant because they remember me, and people come from Cancun, from Mexico, from Ixtapa, the places I used to work, from PV. They remember me, and they come to No Way Jose for that history.